I think here we go. Hello, hello. I think I didn't get my notification yet. There we go. Hi Kathy. Hi Pear Tree. How are you? Hi, mic's on, yes. How's everybody doing? Hey Jessica. So I put up a video of day 8 for Patrick Frazee. If you saw it, great. But if the hi Scarlet Rain, how are you? When we get some more in here, then I'll see how many of you watched it. Otherwise, I mean, I can show it in here if a lot didn't, so we can discuss it. But if you did see it, and then we can just go and discuss it. I don't know why it's I don't think I still got a notification that this is live yet. Usually my phone will do something. I haven't got it. You watched it, Pear Tree? Great. Good, Pat. Did you guys get a notification? Because I didn't. Because I have no notification. Hi, Lee. You didn't get, yeah, neither did I. That's weird. Very strange. I don't know why it's not sending out a notification. Shoot, I think I just erased something in my mail. Hey, Bernard. Hi, Tamlin. Yeah, I don't know. There's no notification. I have no idea what's going on. You watched again? Yes, you got one. Good. Another one. Hopefully, people will get them. What else is going on? Right. Did you hear about that YouTuber, the one that had all those adopted kids and made that channel where they would do all these pranks, and then she was found, guilty of, not found, excuse me. She was allegedly abused them to act in those things, and I think, I'm trying to remember if is it pouring there? No, you know what you hear. If it's really annoying, let me know. But I have a little tiny heater on my feet because I am so cold. It's like down to like 10 degrees here. And I don't want to blast all the heat because it's just like my feet that are cold. So I just put a little heater on them. But if it's really annoying, I'll shut it off. Hi, J Bells. Hey, Janelle. Hi, Sam. So anyway, this YouTuber, they took her channel off. I think it was last April. Oh, is it really annoying? Okay, if it's really annoying, let me know. No, just my feet, or just like so I just have it blow on my feet. We used to do that at the bank that we worked at in the mortgage department. And then there was this one lady, I mean, it would be August, and she had this little heater on her feet, but it used to be really cold. You can't even hear it? Okay, good. So, let her have her eat. I have a quiet, you know what I have too? It's like a mat that you put under your desk. It's like a heating pad mat. Because if you're just like just cold, like some people are just like me, like just cold sometimes, it's this heating pad, and you can put your feet on it under your desk. Yeah, it's freezing, Scott. I know. It's ridiculous. We have like January temperatures right now. It's Jimmy didn't even want to go out with the puppy. He's like, he can go on the puppy pad. I don't want to go outside. But then he did go outside, and the puppy did well today. But it's so cold out. Hi, Arhav. Who all did I miss? Hi, Sharon. Hi, Asterifier. Scott. Janelle. Okay, so Did you hear about this? The YouTuber that Michelle, was it Hodson? She's dead. Did you hear that? And somebody thought it was a hoax. Hi, Froggy Toad. But it's not a hoax. She's really dead. I think she hit her head in. They said it's natural. No, they ruled it was natural causes. Oh, really? 60 in Oregon? You're lucky. Yeah, you know that YouTuber, the one, Janelle, she had all these adopted kids in Arizona, and they had a really big, huge YouTube channel. Yeah, she's dead. Remember, J-Bells? She's dead. I think that was one of the first things we discussed that you commented on, J-Bells. I remember that. But yeah, you were talking, because I said something about how did she legally adopt all of those kids, as I think she was a single mom, right? And then she had them acting out all of these little Nerf gun skits and stuff. But then, and they even collaborated with another really big YouTuber that did it in the area, and they didn't notice anything weird about the kids. And then I forget, how did they find out that something was, I don't remember how they found out, but they found out and they arrested her, and I guess they took the kids and put them in foster care, and then she was in jail, I guess, awaiting her trial, and then she was dead. But then some people thought it was a hoax. Oh, the 19-year-old daughter is the one that took, yeah. Yeah, she's dead. I'll read it to you. She's dead. You had a rough day, Alicia? Let me see. Where's my thing? Not that one. What the heck happened? Oh, wait a minute. Put it around, and this should be it. Okay, so Phoenix, the latest on the death of a child abuse defendant. Scottsdale police say the death of an Arizona woman whose popular YouTube channel was terminated after her arrest on child abuse and kidnapping charges has been ruled natural. Officer Kevin Watts, oh boy, that name, said Wednesday there is no indication of a crime in connection with 48-year-old Michelle Hobson's death at a Scottsdale hospital. Hobson was awaiting trial in, Pinal County, where she, is that Pinal County? It would be good if I cleaned my glasses, then maybe I could see. Where she died Tuesday. She was accused of using pepper spray on a child's genitals, which caused them to suffer malnourishment. Authorities have said Hobson locked up children in a closet at her, hold on one second. Okay, maybe that's better now. Maricopa home for days without food, water, or access to the bathroom. YouTube terminated her channel after determining the channel violated its guidelines. Episodes featured skits about children stealing cookies and a boy with superpowers. So authorities say an Arizona woman, that's just a recap of that was the latest news. So yeah, she's dead. Let me see if there's any other, because that was earlier today. Someone sent that to me. Thank you for who sent that to me. But I said something and someone said it was a hoax, but it wasn't. Now I heard something about it was from a fall and she had head trauma or something. This one doesn't say anything about it. Fantastic Adventures was the name of her channel. Somebody, oh, I know what they said. Somebody said that she said she was going to do this, and I don't know how she could have said that if she's been in jail for almost, what, 8 months, 7 months? I'm just trying to see if there's any more news about. I'll put her picture up so you probably will remember her, if you don't remember her. My gosh, the internet, I feel like not even a hamster, sloths are running it. She had nearly 800,000 subscribers and amassed more than 240 million views. Some of the children told investigators that they hadn't been allowed to go to school for years because their mother wanted them to be at home to film videos instead. She died at 10 a.m. Tuesday at a hospital in Scottsdale. Yeah, I know I heard somewhere that it was head trauma. Let's see here. Okay, so it says Lauren Reamer, Public Information Officer with the Pinal County Sheriff's Office, confirmed that Hobson had some extreme health issues that she was dealing with, which resulted in her being transported from jail to a hospital in May. Oh, so she's been in a hospital since May? Or just, that's not clear. She did not provide any additional information, and a phone call to the Pinal County Attorney's Office seeking more information about the circumstances was not immediately returned. So, oh, here we go. Yeah, it was not clear what led to Hobson's death. Hobson had suffered a brain injury while in custody. That's where I heard about and as a result was deemed unfit to stand trial in August. She had been in a medical facility receiving treatment after the injury. Okay, so she's been there since August, and then she died. Hobson, whose married name was Hackney, but who went by her maiden name, was arrested along with her 2 biological adult sons in Maricopa and charged with dozens of counts of child abuse, which she pleaded not guilty to. So that's that. It's true, she's gone. And no, it's not a hoax. Folks. Okay, let me see if we got people in here and if no, they said it was natural causes. Natural causes. Anyone reported to you, Cadle? Anyone reported to you? No, I didn't hear that. The NK chapter. she didn't die in jail. She died at the hospital. She'd been there since August, it looks like. Deb on the move, hi. Lola, hi. Who else did? Lisa, hello. Barbara, good morning from Holland. Gigi, hi. Gotta clean my glasses too. So, Cato says NK was some type of a witch. Oh, really? Monkey bum? Sure. Had him drink? Yeah, that sounds... Okay. Jen Proctor. Kathy, did I get... I just want to say, I don't know, because a lot of you didn't get notifications, and I don't know. But in jail, she was declared unfit for court for health reasons. Hi, Sunflower Brown. Hi, Ramblers. Not staying long tonight. Want to see how everything... Okay, good. So we'll do the Frazee now. If you watch the Frazee update that I put up there on day 8, can you just put a 1 in the chat so we know that? Hi, Rockin' Robin. They were all good. If you watched it. Hi, Merlin. Hi, Tori. What is wrong with people who helped amass that many followers? No, they didn't do hurtful things to kids in the videos. The videos were fun and entertaining, and people had no idea the children were being abused. Hey, Kristen. Hi, Sakura Girl. Hi, Chris Ree. Okay, so you good. Ethereal Goddess, hi. So most of you watched it. Good. So, okay, let's discuss it then. I'll just, as a reminder, I'll just post the screenshots so we know what we can go through them. Not the screenshots. Oh my gosh, the slides. Hang on. That'll be easy because we'll keep us on track of discussing it. Let me just play like the slideshow or something here. Hang on. Slideshow. I won't put the sound on. The sound's going to go for a minute and then I'll just mute it. So just
I have a update of day 8 in the Patrick Frazee trial.
Okay, where's my sound? All right. So day 8. And they're going to have I'm spoiling the end. Well, you already saw it. Closing arguments on Friday. Pretty good.
I have a update of day 8 in the Patrick Frazee trial.
Hold on, wait a second. I've got to mute this.
Cripple Creek, Colorado. We will discuss this in our live tonight.
So
if you want to view this, so you catch up if you haven't.
Come on. Okay. All right, so let's see. Now, where's my...
We know that cameras...
Okay, so the start of
at
the day...
8:30 a.m., Judge Sells returns to the courtroom.
Office Manager Stephanie Howerton of Teller County Ways took the stand, and she was questioned about the trash pickup from Kelsey Berreth's townhouse.
For 2 years.
Anybody
she said she has records for trash pickup
in
at
this
Kelsey
part
Berreth's
that the last...
Prosecutor Beth Reed showed a printout of the trash schedule on a slideshow in the courtroom.
December 21st.
Typically, Berreth's trash was picked up on Friday.
Hi, Renee.
But with the Thanksgiving holiday, it was pushed back to Saturday.
I didn't see anything remarkable.
According to the schedule, trash hadn't been put out that week or the following week.
When I first read that,
Howerton said trash wasn't picked up from her residence until December 21st,
the
2018.
receipt for this, this scrap metal or something that those boys were returning. But no. You've got echoes going on. All kinds.
The state then called Jennifer Barks, who worked as a human resources director for 7 years at DAS Aviation, including in November and December of 2018.
My video
Barks said she knew Berreth through the hiring process.
That's what it is.
And noted her because
Tell me, did it stop now? Did it stop now? Is it stopped now? How about now? It stopped. Okay. All right. So I mean, I was really excited when I saw that the waste management, but they didn't ask any of the things about Patrick and those boys bringing the stuff. Still, yes, no, Sharon, can't be. Oh, the words are cut off. Hang on. Hang on. Hold on. Let me see here. How about now? Now they're good? But we skipped ahead too much. Hang on. So, yeah, a big disappointment that they didn't question what the waste management about what those boys should have brought in. Then Jennifer Barks came on. Okay, she was the human resources director of DAS Aviation. She was really excited when Kelsey was hired because they didn't have many female pilots. She called Frazee as Berreth's emergency contact on December 3rd. There should be a 3 there, and not December Road. Frazee put Barks on hold several times to take calls from the Woodland Park Police Department. And Frazee told Barks that he and Kelsey broke up. He told her that Kelsey had a drinking problem, and Barks said she never noticed anything like that with Kelsey. So just spoke more to Frazee being a liar. Hey Bethany, hi Alley Cattails, hi Hennessy, hi my wee chickadee, how are you? So all of that, right? That just do that. Then prosecutor Jennifer Veman asked if Frazee said anything about Berreth running off to get herself healed up, and she said yes, she could recall that. Barks was never notified of any alcohol issues about Kelsey, and they all worked in very close quarters. Berreth removed Patrick as a beneficiary on her life insurance that she had with the company. And they had to redo all that stuff because DAS Aviation was being bought out by another company, and Kelsey never finished. She took him off, but she never finished it putting anyone else or anything on there. Alyssa, a lot of people didn't get him tonight. I don't know. I didn't even get one. So then Melissa Russ was someone that worked with Jennifer Barks in Human Resources. She now works as a government contractor, but she actually hired Kelsey back in September of 2017. Kelsey took the required drug and alcohol screening tests and, of course, passed them. She worked with Kelsey during her orientation, and she talked with Kelsey about benefits from going from full-time to part-time, and that if she did go to part-time, she would lose her health benefits for herself and her daughter. And, it hadn't been decided, but her benefits were going to run through, I think it was up till January, but I don't think she ever got to tell Kelsey that because she went missing before that. And then there was Anissa Smith. She used to rodeo with Frazee, and she knew him since he was 8 years old. He leased land for cattle from her grandparents. And she talked about the kind of conversation she had with Frazee, and they were kind of crazy. So now here we hear another string of lies. So to his truthfulness or his credibility, these people are annihilating that, okay, even as friends, because she said that he told her that he picked up newborn Kaylee right from the hospital because her mother didn't want her, couldn't handle her, so he picked her up and he had full custody of her, stuff like that, lies like that. So that really, hi Donna, that really annihilated his credibility, right? So now you've got, 3 people there that did, plus his friends, plus the guy. Yeah, I think they're digging a big hole in which to throw him. Hi, Nanette. Thanks. Okay, so then what happened? Christopher Adams, okay, he was the lead investigator with the Woodland Park Police Department. He now works with the CBI. He was asked about the efforts that were made by the police department after Berreth was reported missing, so he went over those flyers, you know, searches, all that good stuff. Hi to Colorado. Hi, Whisper to Me. He said Crystal Kenny testified that Frazee discussed putting Kelsey's remains in a river or a landfill. He said nothing was found in the landfill. But this was interesting. He spoke about the silver trash can found near the trough. But where was the trough found? I haven't seen, I wish Deb was here. I haven't seen that. Okay. And then they discussed Berreth's gun that was given to Mike Pearson. The other thing somebody discussed, and I forget who it was now, that Kelsey, they found out, Kelsey had told them that somebody brought her coffee. And I thought, oh yes, because I thought Crystal said she had the coffee, but she didn't give it to her. And I thought, okay, now she's going to lose her plea deal. But then they said no, she said that she gave her a coffee that wasn't tainted. They just didn't know if she drank it or not. So, didn't get. Then Stephanie Courtney was recalled. An investigator with the 4th Judicial District Attorney's Office. She was asked about collecting buccal swabs from Kaylee on December 21st. She said it was really hard. The little 1-year-old thought it was candy or something, and when she put the swab in, she bit down really hard on it, and I guess was not going to unclamp her jaw. So anyway, she finally got the samples, and she turned the samples over to the CBI. And then Robert Hill was on, and he was a flight instructor for DAS Aviation, which is now L3 Harris. He got to know Kelsey during training program, but he also knew her from a previous job at Springs Aviation. He said they were fairly close friends, but not romantically linked. He thought Kelsey was married to Frazee. Kelsey mentioned she did not get along well with Sheila Frazee. And he never knew Berreth to use drugs or drink alcohol. Hi, Mommy for the win. So, yeah. He was cross-examined and told the defense that his friendship grew as they worked together, but he assumed that Kelsey and Patrick were married. And then flight instructor Carolyn Sharp took the stand. She got to know Kelsey through work. Kelsey had stayed in Sharp's spare room during the week, and she observed, phone calls between Kelsey and Patrick. She didn't listen to them, so she didn't know what was said, but she saw Kelsey's body language, and then Kelsey finally told her that Patrick was not treating her well, and that was like one time that she told her, and not a lot into it. You're disappointed, the deal for Crystal, you feel she's as guilty as he is. A lot of people feel that, yeah. Hello, Crystal Langford. Okay. And, before I forget, hold on 1 second. There was someone, hold on, I know that gave a super chat the other night that I must have missed, and should be here. I can open this window. Why is that window not opening? Oh, here, hang on. It's going so fast. Let's look at that. Okay, hang on. So it was Angelica, Amy. I think how did I missed a lot of people. Okay, did I? All right. Let me just do this before I forget. So, let me put my glasses on. It's really small. Shaka Wolf, Navajo Native, thank you so much. Alyssa Michelle, thank you so much. Angelica Amy, thank you. I missed a lot of you. Okay, Liza Willis, thank you so much. Leaping Lizard, thank you. Rosa, thank you. And I know there was someone else. Judy Wood, that's who I forgot. Thank you very much. Caroline Connor, I think I got you the other night, but I'll just say it again because it bears repeating. Thank you. And Valerie, thank you for donating. And Beth, thank you for donating through the Streamlabs, I guess that is. Right? Yes. Just want to make sure. But thank you guys. Okay? All right. Now I'll go back to this. So she was not treating her well. And then Peter came on, and he was a flight instructor at DAS Aviation who worked with Kelsey. Peter and Kelsey were close and they spoke often. Kelsey told Peter she didn't have Thanksgiving plans. She might make a turkey. And Kelsey shared updates with Peter about Kaylee and, you know, her milestones and things like that. Kelsey told Peter about going into rehab in August of 2018. And then Mark Mariak was the chief pilot for initial training at DAS, and he never had any concerns that Kelsey was abusing drugs or alcohol. Lindsay Roop was a forensic serologist for the CBI. She testified about the DNA evidence. The court broke for lunch, and Judge Sells said he will meet with the attorneys from both sides to discuss an upcoming witness off the record. Then Sue Gorney took the stand. She's the previous owner of Kelsey's townhouse, and she was asked if she ever bled in the townhouse, to which she said she has bled a lot in the townhouse. She has very thin skin on her hands, especially when she was packing. Her fingertips were bleeding all the time, and because her skin is so thin or something, she doesn't use bandages. She lets them like heal in the air. So she said yes, there is a very, good possibility that her blood is around that whole townhouse in places. She did clean and vacuum, and she mopped and she wiped down the walls, cabinets, and appliances when she left. Frazee's attorneys did not want to cross-examine Gorney, so that was that. Let's see. Then Dr. Diane France, who's a forensic anthropologist, took the stand. Hi, Mandy Hall. How are you feeling? And she was an expert witness. She was contacted to examine possible human tooth. 80% confident it was a human tooth, but said DNA analysis of the tooth could raise her confidence to 100%. Caitlin Rogers, forensic scientist with the CBI, specialist in DNA analysis, testified about the evidence items. She used Berreth's toothbrush and mouthguard to build a DNA profile for Berreth, and she used buccal swabs to obtain a profile for Frazee and Gorney. And then she went through that, what probability would it be 3 unknown individuals, or is it highly likely that it's Kelsey Berreth and 2 other individuals, or Patrick and 2 other individuals, or Gorney, and could you place Gorney and Patrick and Kelsey all at the same, place, with the evidence? Yes, it can, that it could be their DNA in there. And so, yeah, she went through, if you haven't listened to the video itself, it goes through percentages that she said. She said Kelsey's DNA is likely found alongside the positive blood samples. The tooth fragment tested negative for blood and saliva. The DNA detected was human DNA, but it was not a male, so it's a female's DNA. And there was not enough DNA to, let them prepare a profile of it, so they couldn't do that with the tooth. And then that was the end of the day, and closing statements may even start tomorrow, but they expect them to definitely begin on Friday. The prosecution, okay, Bethany, you're always sorting your dishes. I know, it's a never-ending job, right? I like sorting much better than putting them away. I'm going to use that. I have started using that. It sounds much better. Sorting sounds like fun, like you're sorting them by color or something. I like it. Okay, so then that's going to be amazing if the closing statements start tomorrow. What if they have a verdict by Friday? So then that'll be a wrap. I just hope that justice is done. Okay, top shelf filth. And that was it for that. So let me get this off now. Hang on. There we go. And now my screen is all, I've got Happy Mail behind there. Now what happened to my, why is my screen wide open? Uh-oh. I don't have my feed right. No, I have black on one side. Why do I have black on one side? I'm up, I'm down. And I've got Happy Mail behind me. What you see besides we've been, today has just been crazy. We got up, we slept in, the puppy slept in a little, he slept with us. But a very good sleeper. We were with him. And anyway, today has just been like nuts on steroids. So cold, we're like freezing and trying to get everything done with the puppy. My daughter's been was having a conniption because she thought one of my older sons lost the iPhone that he had to send back to Verizon because two of them, they used to all three be on the same phone plan. And then my oldest son went on his own, but the two of them have remained on the same phone plan. And she pays it, and then he just throws her the money, right? So he got the newest iPhone and had to send his back in to get the $500 credit or whatever it was. And, he made a little mistake. So she calls me in a frantic panic. And she says, "Oh my gosh, you have to call him." Because she got a little bit, she couldn't reach him, for a few. I said, "Just give it, I'll get it." But right now the puppy was there and then we had like everything going on. It's the funniest thing. So she's like, "Oh, I think he lost it and he's not telling me. And now I'm going to have to owe $500 to Verizon. This is not fair." So she's already from A to Z freaking out, okay? It turns out when he put it back in the envelope, he didn't realize it was UPS and not USPS. And he just went to the post office and threw it in the USPS mailbox to be picked up. And then when she told him this, he went down there and he's like, "What's the deal?" And they're like, they know him because it's a small town. So they're like, "Michael, is this it?" And they give him the phone and he's like, "Crap, right? Oh, it's UPS." So all was well that she calmed down after having a conniption for about, I don't know how many hours today, until we figured this out. But yeah, now all's good. Now he just called on the call tag and UPS will pick it up. That was good. Yeah, I know. And he's like, because he was telling her, "I sent it in last week. Don't tell me they didn't get it." And then she, oh my gosh. What happened with the woman? Jennifer's talking to her about setting up, something to try to see what kind of services that she can get for that. And then if she's unable to get services for that, setting up some type of a GoFundMe with her or something. But I think she should be able to get the services. Shouldn't she be able to, if she's on, I think it's she must be on Medicare. When can you get Medicare? How old do you have to be? Because I think she said she's 63? 65, Donna? Okay, but even, I don't know, has Patrick's mother testified? No, she has not testified at all. 65 unless you're on disability, and she must be on disability, right? I mean, she's definitely disabled, so wouldn't she be able to get, Sharon, don't you think she should be able to get a hospital? Hopefully Jennifer found out something, because I know she was going to call around. Is Jennifer on yet tonight? She gets it, it should be covered. Yeah, it should be. No, Patrick didn't take the stand, Donna. Jennifer, I mean, I haven't even gotten to all my email because I was out all day yesterday. Today was insane. I didn't even get to open my mail. You see what's going on behind me? It's just been catch up. I didn't even get to open my email from my blog, which is really, really bad because I have jobs and things in there, and I didn't get to open most of my emails from, this channel. So I have to catch up. There's only so much I can do in so many hours. But no, Jennifer, she's very, very capable, and she does work in like health services, kind of. I think that's what it is. If she is disabled, she should automatically get Medicare. Okay. Well, then good. I mean, we have to get you sorted. My fridge is a nightmare, Amy? The fridge is a nightmare? The fridge is like the least of the problems. The counter, it's my island that's a nightmare. I shouldn't say it's a nightmare. It's not a nightmare. It's just happy mess. It's happy mess. It's family mess. It's running around getting a puppy mess. The things may be going forward. Yeah, Bethany, I'll check with Jennifer, and Jennifer might come in the chat tonight. She usually comes in later on because she actually gets up for the day. So so tell me your thoughts on Frazee. Sassy like the pup. Where do you get Sassy from? Sassy, no, the puppy is Desi. Oh, I thought the fridge was on the outs again. No. Jimmy managed to fix it. I don't know. Like, he still got a call because it's like the third thing. You came in late, Alyssa. Yeah. Texas woman, I need your email. Oh, my email's right in the video description. It's Carolyn@truecrimechat.org. The puppy is named, and they named it. Jimmy and the boys named it, and then, Alexandra named it as well because she gave it the final vote, and I didn't get, well, what am I going to do? We were going to do Lily for Delilah and Zoe, but we have a little boy, so they tried to do the next best thing, and it's the DE for Delilah and the ZY for Zoe, so it came to Desi. Oh, you had panic attacks? Sorry about that, Alicia. Did I say my husband now watches? He's so bad I can't watch until he's ready, really? Yeah, I think Jimmy just took him out. Did you take the puppy out?
Yeah.
Did he go?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Good.
Huh?
I said, oh, yeah, good?
Yeah. Very good. Good boy.
Where is he?
You want to see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they don't want to see the puppy.
Yeah, I'm gonna brush my teeth.
Okay, you're gonna. Do you want to see the puppy? Oh yeah, Desi, you gotta look that way. Look. Say hi. He's a cuddler, so he likes to cuddle. Hi, Rosemary. What is my take on this case? I feel much more confident that they can get a conviction now, even without the body. Hi, Jeannie. Oh no, he's really good at night. He likes to cuddle, and he slept in my sneaker over here, and he's been really good, settling in really nice, and going potty outside, right? Yeah. Sure, Deb on the move. You want to call in? Okay, email me and I'll send you the number. Oh, he's really playful. Like what he has the toys, he shakes them and stuff. But like Luke said, he gets tired. Like Luke doesn't understand. Like he goes, and then he'll play with his toys, and then he'll not want to. I'm like, yeah, he's tired. He gets tired. Right? You get tired. Deb on the move is going to call in. There's an organization. Okay, send me. Yeah, great. Send me an email and thank you. Medicare comes 1 year after disability. It costs $130 a month taken out of your. Oh, it's not free. Okay, $130 a month. All right, I gotcha. Okay, so let me get the number ready. I gotta get the number ready. Somebody told me that the Westie's fur was changing, and I said, what do you mean it's changing? And she said, well, it's getting softer, not as wiry for the breed. But his brother had very, very coarse hair. His hair is soft like a Maltese almost, but not with that undercoat. He looks like a glove puppet. Does he whine? No, not really. Very, very little. For I don't know what reason he hasn't barked, and he usually settles in. If you lay down with him, he'll settle right in. You'll settle right in, right? Right? Yeah. He's very good. She tells all these people what she's doing. Oh yeah, I know, Tanya. It's really weird, right? How she wasn't. I thought they would have some of those on the stand, like that lawyer and that friend, but maybe coming up, I don't know. They said they were ahead of schedule, so that's why they had to stop early, because they had to get witnesses there that didn't know that. You wish I had. Well, he doesn't get that big, so even, you wish you had more of, yeah. 3 pounds. 3 pounds. 3 pounds, right? Okay, let me find the number so I can give it to Deb on the move. Come on. Copy the invitation. Oh yes, to Scooter. Yes. So we can see, right? Jimmy's will probably take him, and Jimmy's spoiling you, isn't he? Okay, hold on. I've got to get to that email. Let me see. I think there's something really wrong with the internet. Like, I mean, majorly wrong, like with the internet. It's so slow. It's not funny. Still trying to get to my mail. That was a noisy yawn. Oh my goodness. I'm still trying to get to Deb on the Move. As soon as my Gmail will open up. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Let me close this PowerPoint now, maybe then. Oops, something. I think it's finally going to open down on the Move. Oh my gosh. Still waiting for it to open. Jimmy will say the same thing. Restart your computer. What? You want to go on the couch, don't you? Jimmy's upstairs doing something. He comes down and he'll go on the couch with Jimmy. You want to go on the couch with Jimmy? I know. I know. I know. I think Daddy's coming down. I think he's coming down. Okay, it says I have, okay, what is going on with my Gmail? Okay, what I'm going to have to do is, let me see, I don't know why I cannot get into my Gmail. Deb on the Move, are you in Slack? Are you in Slack? If you're in Slack, I could send it to you in Slack. And if I could get in Slack, let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I can't even get in Slack. This is so bizarre. All right. See you all later. Okay, bye, Linda. Hi, Evelyn. Well, they've been later than usual because I've just been crazy. This little beauty is, yeah, very spoiled. Okay, so let me see what I can do. Oops. What are you doing? Where are you going? You even want a puppy, but your cat doesn't, Mandy? I know. You want to go lay down? But Daddy's not down there yet. Hold on. He'll go back in again. He likes to snuggle on the couch with his head under a pillow. Not all the way under the pillow, don't worry. Yeah, he's coming down. I know. I think Crystal might have a problem with telling the truth. How else could all the people not be running to the police? I think perhaps PZ thought no one would believe her. Your dog loves sleeping under a pillow too? Okay, where's Daddy? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, what happened to Evelyn? Sorry. Yeah, we went over, but I think someone's calling in and they're going to talk. If I could get the number to someone, but my Gmail doesn't want to open. I'm going to check it again now and see if it opens. Your puppy goes under the duvet. Let me see if it'll open now. Oh, maybe? Now wait, where did our mail go? Hold on, I'm just going to have to try it. Just to totally... Oh boy. I think I'm just going to... Hold on a minute. I'm going to restart the... I'm going to restart Chrome. It's not going to affect the Streamlabs. It shouldn't affect the Zoom either, but if it does, just put it back on again. I can't even get to my thing. This is crazy. Here it goes, finally. I know he's taking a long time, isn't he? Taking a long time, isn't he? Yeah. Here, I'll call him up. Here, let's call him up, see what he's doing. Hang on. Well, let me dial the number. Here, tell him. Oh, of course he's not answering. Okay, hold on. You want to go? Okay, come here, buddy. You want to go down? Here. Daddy's not in there. He's not in there. That's where he's going. Okay. Now let me see if this... Okay, finally shut that down. Sorry about this. Now I'm going to try to reopen it. And hopefully the mail, I'm not going to restore the pages that were there. It's just too many. And let's see if this will work now. Alright, it looks like it's going to work now, Debra. Hang on. Oh, and I didn't get to watch Cadle on Dr. Oz yet, or what you doing, Desi? What you doing? There, Deb, I finally got it through. Whew, that was ridiculous. Why is stream working okay then? What do you mean? The Google Chrome wouldn't affect the stream when I closed it out. But the internet, it was freezing up just now. I don't know if you saw it. I don't know what's going on. It might have been that I had 40,000 tabs open, but I will say it never is that. It's the internet. I think I was freezing because I was shutting the Chrome down. Okay, so Deb is calling in. I know, right? I know, whisper to me. I said that to myself, right? Pretty sure I'd have rather pulled even. Are you all ready for Thanksgiving? Oh, yeah, no, I'm not all ready for Thanksgiving, not at all, but we do. I mean, you know, the stuffing that we have is a staple. Let's see. I have to make mini cheesecakes or my kids will go nuts. I have to make butter cookies with chocolate on the bottom, spritz butter cookies. It's pumpkin pie, of course. And I have to make another batch of the pumpkin cookies. They were gone like the second day. I don't even know what the heck happened. Everybody ate them like crazy. So let's see. What is this? Oh, okay. They are really good. Kids especially love them. Everybody loves them. Everybody that I've ever, they're like cake cookies. Desi, what are you doing? You eating again? Can't take it. Oh. What happened? Paid to watch about it? What, Alyssa? I missed what you're talking about. Hey, Kindness Cake. Hi, Jeanette. When is Thanksgiving? The fourth Thursday in November. I don't know the date. You're leaving a place for Kelsey at the table? Her death is so tragic. She never got to eat the cinnamon rolls. Absolutely. You done? They came out wrong? You made my pumpkin cookies and they didn't come out good? What happened? What happened, Priscilla? I think my non-shedding dog, I think I swallowed a hair of my non-shedding dog. Something. How are they not good? You have her picture? Whose picture? Oh, a different YouTuber paid to listen and said everything that was told it. Well, that. Okay, I think I'm okay now. I didn't want to, oh my gosh. Okay. Who's, I think I'm okay now. Hi, is that our caller? Oh wait, I gotta put my speakers on because I shut them off for you guys. Hold on, that's why I can't hear her. Hang on. Hold on. Hold on, Deb. If you can hear me, I can't hear you. Because I have to Now it might. Okay, wait a second. Hold on, I've got to pick up. I really did something here to my whole. Did the picture get really small for you, or is it only on my end that I just did that? Okay, Deb, are you there?
Yes.
Deb?
Can you hear me?
Why can't I hear her?
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Why can't I? Can you hear her? Can anyone hear Deb? Because I can see the thing moving and I don't hear anybody. You can hear her. Okay, something's wrong, so hold on a minute. Why can't I hear her? Oh boy. Okay, I found the problem. I found it. Deb?
Yes.
Oh, there you are. Okay, wow. Whew. Okay.
Okay. Tonight
Hi,
I
Diana.
listened on Facebook. Deb and Tom, and there was a Cheryl, I think her name was, I don't know who it was. But anyway, it was a little more in detail about this Frazee trial.
Sure.
Okay, the blood on the tub came out to be Kelsey's and the person that used to live in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And the two, they actually found two pieces of a
Right.
tooth.
Yeah.
And one of them, the expert said that it definitely was in some trauma, which could have been the bat hitting it. But they weren't sure that the two pieces are from the same tooth and stuff, so it might be like sections of two different teeth. One thing that was, the fight that you were talking about, that was, okay, Kelsey had wanted to get a house that was closer to her work for when they get married, and him to have his cattle down there
Mm-hmm.
and everything. And I guess Frazee was hitting on this realtor too. And that's what the fight was about.
Oh, yeah?
And stuff was the realtor. That was supposed to be helping them find a place, but Deb and Tom were saying they don't think Frazee had any intentions of ever moving. You know, just never told her to stop or whatever, or was leading her on, or whatever. And the fact that the defense isn't putting on a good case, they're not cross-examining hardly anybody, and when they are, it's like, you know, real poor, like for 2 seconds or whatever. And they think that there's a possibility that Frazee might have told his lawyer last week that he actually did it. And in that case, the lawyer really can't cross-examine these people and make it sound like, you know, somebody else did it if he actually knows the truth. And they think that that's why he's not coming in real powerful as a defense attorney. And the judge even told Frazee today, because I guess the judge noticed that he didn't think this was a very good defense, because nobody's arguing about anything or questioning people, you know, the prosecutors, witnesses, and everything. They're just letting everything go. So they think either Frazee's going to have one hell of a bombshell when it comes to them, or they're just going to let this slide, and then he can, you know, demand a retrial because of, you know, having poor counsel.
I see.
And they said that, okay, the prosecution's supposed to, they have like a huge amount of witnesses that they still have to get through tomorrow. I forget the number. But then they'll give their closing argument Friday morning, and then the defense still has to put on his case. But they think this is going to be done, that by Friday afternoon the judge is going to, you know, that they're going to be done, and the jury is going to have to, you know, go into deliberations. And if that's the case, that is only going to give 1.5 hours, Tom figured out, for the defense to put on their case for a murder trial.
Right. I heard that too when they said closing statements, and even the prosecution said 30 minutes, and I'm like, I've never heard a prosecution say 30 minutes for closing statements. And then the defense said an hour.
No, this isn't for closing statements. This is for their defense.
No, I know that. They said that too.
An
They
hour
said,
and a half to
right.
put their witnesses up there. And they said that they only have, that they're only calling 1 or 2 witnesses.
Right, yeah.
And so they know that the one witness is definitely going to be,
Crystal?
yeah, Crystal. I kept on wanting to say Cheryl, and I knew that wasn't right. The one witness is going to be Cheryl because, Crystal, because at the, on the opening statements, you know, they made it sound like they were going to pin this all on Crystal.
Mm-hmm, right.
Well, Crystal has a solid alibi for that day because she had...
but I thought yesterday that they blew that alibi on her because they said she wasn't working on the 23rd. Didn't that friend blow it for her yesterday?
No.
Because
not that I know of.
Okay, because they said she wasn't working on the 23rd. And she said she was, and then somebody said that she might have even given someone her badge so that she could, I don't know. That's what I haven't talked to, and I haven't listened to Deb and Tom because I've been crazy, but I thought that's what happened. But no, you're saying okay. And I'm having a really big moment of deja vu about something.
I listened to today's, and then I went and finished what I didn't get done last night. Mm-hmm. So there's two actual things, and so I'm not sure which day I'm thinking, but her testimony, she's got a rock solid alibi because of her badge and her time clock, clocking in with her badge and everything, unless that changed, unless I'm thinking of yesterday and that changed today. But anyway, Crystal's going to be one of the witnesses. They're almost sure, but they can't figure out who the second person would be.
Okay.
And you know, they were trying to guess. Maybe it's their mom. Maybe it's his mom, because well, today was the first day, I guess, that his mom was in the courtroom. But I guess she figured, well, before she was going to be called as a witness, she was subpoenaed as a witness, I guess, from the prosecution. And then there's no way they're going to get through all the witnesses. And so I guess she was released from the prosecution side.
Right.
And so she was able to sit in the courtroom today. But what they thought was really weird today is that there was a meeting where the judge had everybody leave the courtroom, all the jurors, the audience, and everything else, and it kept.
Oh, that was about. Was that where he said that he was going to speak to the attorneys about an upcoming witness?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Because I heard that part, and then I heard the part that they were talking about with this, and I'm not sure if it's the same thing. But anyway, there was a meeting, and Frazee was in it, and so was Kelsey's dad, and the lawyers and stuff, and they thought that was really weird that, you know, that they would have a meeting with Frazee being in there. And they were trying to figure out why they would have, you know, a meeting with Frazee and Kelsey's dad and everything, unless it was to say, you know, tomorrow's going to be really rough, you know, because we're having this surprise witness, and I don't think you want to be in the courtroom, or something like that. But they couldn't figure out what they would have been talking about. But then, you know, they did say something about the judge telling Frazee that he has every right to go on the stand and defend himself. Is that what you were just talking about?
No, not him going on the stand. No, I was thinking that maybe it was about that the judge said something like, I'm going to talk to both attorneys, you know, attorneys on either side about an upcoming witness, and it's going to be off the record. So I was thinking that that's why he sent everyone out.
Okay. The judge also told Frazee that he has every right, because evidently the judge is noticing also that he's not getting a real good defense here. And he told them that he has every right to go on the stand to defend himself.
He wants to go on the stand to defend himself?
What?
Patrick wants to go on the stand to defend himself?
The judge is telling him.
Oh, okay.
That he has every right.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
To defend himself.
Right.
And everything, because everybody knows that, I mean, the defense is not objecting to anything. They're not questioning any of the witnesses. They could have tore Crystal apart, and they didn't.
Right.
And so they just think that there's going to be one hell of a bombshell, either tomorrow or Friday, or that they're purposely trying to get a mistrial because of inadequate defense. And because technically he could say, you know, I'm not getting a good defense right now. I want a new lawyer. And they could stop the trial right now and say, you know, okay, you'll get a new lawyer and we'll do this in March and everything. That's what Tom was saying.
Okay.
And so I don't know. But I think that's all I can. Did you talk about this when you were on this morning, about this meeting? I mean, about this case when you came on after you came home?
Oh, no, because the meeting is only happened today. So I put it in
No,
the,
I mean the trial.
did I talk, no, did I? Yeah, I did. I just read the updates last night because it was so late. I didn't go into a lot of detail on it, but just that, you know, that they are making a case for him not being credible, for him lying, you know, and for wanting Kelsey gone and stuff. Okay.
Yeah. And, well, Tom was saying that he's like 90% sure that
She likes it.
Frazee has at least 8 other children out there.
Oh, who said that, Tom?
Tom, yeah.
I know
From the
Tom said that in
investigation
here,
and
but I
stuff
want to
that
know,
he did
right.
on all the people.
But I want to
And,
know how Tom really knows that. That's what I want to know.
What?
I want to know how Tom really knows that. It's, you know what I mean?
Evidently, Tom was talking to, Tom contacted these girls
Mhm. Oh, did he? Okay.
and stuff that Frazee had been talking to. And in fact, he was saying that when Cheryl was in there cleaning up the townhouse, Frazee was at home talking to this, you know, chatting up this one girl, I guess that's real young or something on the phone, you know, hitting on her. But I guess he had, like, you know, a lot of women on the side and everything. And Kelsey never knew any of this. And Cheryl, is that her name?
Crystal? Or which one?
Crystal.
Cheryl is the mother.
Yeah.
Cheryl's Kelsey's mother.
Crystal. Crystal evidently was one of many. And it sounded like, you know, it sounded like a one-way relationship. You know, that's the way that
Yeah.
Patrick's lawyer is putting it, you know, and stuff. Another person after him, but he didn't have, you know, he wants to put it like she was jealous of him, and since she has an alibi with her work, you know, now they can say that, you know, she already attempted to kill her twice, and that she finally hired somebody to do it. But there are those cameras from the neighbor's house by the townhouse. There's, what is it, a furniture store or
Yeah,
whatever
furniture
that
store, yeah,
they would
camera.
have had to pass and everything.
Yeah.
And all the motion and the pictures and everything, because the townhouse thing is is motion activated. But it can be like just starting up the engine of a car could make that camera take a picture. And it may be a picture of nothing, but it heard something, so it will snap pictures. And that's why they have a lot of pictures with nothing on them and everything. But the only pictures that the camera caught was either Kelsey or
Patrick.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. How can we see nothing of Crystal?
Yeah, and everything. But I guess the blood underneath the floorboards and everything. I'm thinking they said that was crystals.
No, they couldn't. They said that it was 3 different kinds, and it was likely to be Kelsey and 2 other people, then 3 strangers, and it could be Patrick and Kelsey, and it could be the woman that lived there. That's what I read in the updates. Nothing said it was. They didn't bring Crystal into that part of it. They said that, so we don't know. Like they can't. It's like I didn't hear Crystal brought into the blood. They mentioned the previous owner.
Kelsey.
Kelsey, right? Yes, Kelsey. Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting these 2 mixed up. And Kelsey, that was Kelsey's blood.
Oh, her blood was that is right.
On
yes.
the baby gate also.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And that they found Christopher's DNA. And
Patrick.
for some reason, I want to say that they found Crystal's DNA in there too.
Not that I read. I mean, they had some like unknown DNA. Which they said that it would not. They were just talking about the probability, which is sometimes it goes over the jurors' heads.
Yeah,
but
I need to go back. I didn't take notes while I was doing this because I wasn't planning on calling in because I figured everybody would have heard it. But so I'm not sure about that, but for some reason that's what I'm thinking. And God, there was something else that I wanted to say something about what you were talking about, and I can't remember what that was.
Was it the coffee? The one that
Oh, I can't believe she did that. I didn't know she actually gave it to her.
See, and I thought that was a lie, and I was very surprised that part of it was true. They just don't know whether she drank it or not. I thought that was one of her lies.
But who would drink coffee that somebody
right? That's
brought to
not
your
me.
door?
I'd be like, oh, gee, thanks. Okay.
Yeah, that you didn't know. I mean, that's just asinine. That was a stupid.
Here, I just got everybody in the neighborhood Starbucks.
Yeah.
It's different if she brought her like one of those Starbucks drinks that's sealed with the iced coffee drinks you can buy in the glass bottle that's sealed and has the wrapper on it. That's different. So you could see it's not tampered with, but still, you bring somebody a coffee like no thanks.
Or, she could have said that if she was smart, she'd say that she was from, what's that one thing, Dash and Dine or whatever that will bring it to your door. And just tell her that,
yeah.
that
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patrick sent this over for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or we're just giving these to everybody in the area to let you know about us. We've got a whole car full of the Starbucks. Yeah, that was just weird.
There might have been a chance of her drinking it. But
I still wouldn't be
no,
drinking
there's
it.
just oh, I know. About that burn pile. Did you okay, and also there is no human DNA on top of the haystack.
Oh, yes, right. That's right. Yeah. See, that's in my full update. I just did a little recap here, but yes, no DNA with the stain or any of that wet stuff that was on there. And yeah, you're right. Yes.
Yeah, but there is a stain on the haystack.
Right. And it was wet. It was wet.
Like
a while ago, when they looked at it.
Yeah, but there was no human DNA. And then did you read the part about, or listen to the part about, like the oil stain by the fire?
Oh yeah, I think that was yesterday, right? So the oil stain, they didn't know whether it was could be someone's fat in their body and their skin breaking down, or it could be the motor oil or the gasoline, but that it was way from the fire burn area, like it was rolling down the hill, I think.
Yeah,
right.
And could you imagine being her dad in that courtroom?
Yeah,
and the guy saying that it could be from,
fat and skin, yeah.
the fire and the to the human body, it's melting the fat in the body,
and
and that will
disintegrating the
leave a
bones.
stain.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't imagine. He's got one heck of a stomach. I just feel so bad for that family. But that's all I have.
So
what
do you think? Do you feel more confident? Well, I don't know how you felt in the beginning, but at the beginning of this trial, did you think that Patrick would be convicted, or there was a chance he would be convicted, or did you feel highly unlikely he would be? And has that changed since what you've heard?
Oh, from everything that they have, I would plead guilty. But according to, because they were saying, the judge is going to be very, very careful about explaining to these jurors, about reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
And everything else. And that may be a problem.
Right.
Because it's only going to take one juror to throw this off. But me personally, he's guilty as hell. And so's Crystal. Crystal, just to know about it, she could have stopped it at any time. She knew about it. She was an accessory to the cleanup and everything else. And the gun. They had that girl on the stand today that owned the car.
Oh, yeah, right. They, Stephanie Courtney. Was it Stephanie Courtney? Oh, no, today. No, that was yesterday. No, that was yesterday. The one that, and she couldn't remember whether, if there was one bullet in the chamber or something.
There was, she said that there's a bullet missing in the gun. She said there were 2 bullets in the gun, and it was underneath her seat. And when she got it back, there was one in the chamber, and the other one isn't in there.
Right, and she just happened to leave the firearm, underneath the seat in her car, especially when she's lending the car to a friend as well, right?
Yeah, because she keeps it there for protection.
Yeah.
In case her friend has somebody she wants to murder.
Right.
But, no, I have a feeling that, they're paying attention to everything that Crystal's lying about. And I have a feeling she'll go down too.
Well, she can't go down. I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure. Did she lie about anything did they prove her that she lied? And the only thing I thought of yesterday, I thought she said she worked on the 23rd and that was her alibi. but then they're saying she did not work on the 23rd. So I'm confused about that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then I just thought, oh, they got her on the coffee, but then no, they clarified that she said that. So there are so many weird stories. You're often lost, kindness.
Oh yeah, and Tom was saying, well, do you think? Oh, Tom was talking about the 211 gang in Colorado, and they are people that he said they've been trying to break it up for 20 years now. But it's people, you know, that are in prison that want somebody on the outside killed. And the 211 gang will do it.
The 211 gang?
Yeah, that's what he called it. And so when you go in there into Colorado prison, you got to, there's certain people that you have to play nice with and everything, or, I mean, something could happen to you in the prison or, you know, outside of the prison. And but they think that, you know, if Patrick goes to prison and, you know, Crystal doesn't go down for this too, well then he'll get that 211 gang to take care of her on the outside. And then he was saying that he also thought that that Patrick is not one to go down alone for this. And that could be one thing he's doing tomorrow, or Friday, is to throw one big bombshell and take down, you know, Crystal, his brother, you know, and anybody else that testified against him.
Yeah.
And everything, because, everybody thinks that his mom knows everything. And that's why, during the, what's it called? I can't pronounce it. Preliminary hearings.
Yeah,
or
she
whatever,
took the fifth, right?
She pled the fifth.
Yeah.
And everything. So she knows a lot more.
Right.
And this isn't going to be the end of this.
Well, yeah, there was something with her collecting that pipe at the gate and then seeing the fire and not liking Kelsey and then wanting the baby, you know, so, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And what is it about her insurance?
She took him off the beneficiary of the life insurance.
Well, she really didn't take him off of it. The company switched, and so all their stuff switched.
But she didn't fill out the
So
forms.
it would be a different insurance company or whatever, and she never actually filled out the paperwork. So that would be the, you know, it was like a matter of days before the end of the month when she had to have that paperwork back in. And so Tom thinks that it's a timing thing. He had to hurry up and kill her on Thanksgiving Day because since they were broke up, he didn't think that she would put him as a beneficiary, and he knew he was a beneficiary on the old policy.
Okay.
So,
right, he was on the old policy. Yes, he was. But they didn't mention like who gets her insurance, or if anybody gets it or doesn't get,
Well, if she didn't fill it out and he's not on it, well, then it would go to her daughter automatically, right?
Would it, or would they say, "Oh, sorry, so sorry, you didn't finish the the process"? I mean, I don't know.
Well, technically, if they had to have that in by the end of November, and she was killed on Thanksgiving, so technically that would be the old insurance policy that would have been in effect until the end of November, which would have had Patrick on there. But you can't gain from murdering somebody.
Right.
And so it would automatically go to her daughter, I would guess.
Let's hope so. Yeah.
When I tuned in tonight, I just caught the very end of that. You were talking about that YouTube lady from the. I sent you 2 different articles. I don't know if other.
Oh, did you say? Okay, yeah. Is that you?
But
Yeah.
the first one didn't have much information on it, and that's why I sent you the second one. But I guess there is millions. When YouTube first heard about that, they demonetized her, when they heard about her arrest. And then when they got into it in more detail, they took her whole channel off.
Right.
And I guess they're holding the money.
Are
until,
they? No, see, no, what happens is, here's what happens. If she was demonetized and then they took her channel down, okay, and she was earning, I think, like over $100,000 a month, wasn't she? She was earning.
Well, they said that she would have made over $1 million this year.
Right. She was earning over like $100,000 a month. And what will happen is when they demonetize them, YouTube doesn't have to pay, even though she technically earned that. They don't have to pay. They have a loophole. So it's not that they really owe it to her because of what they say. They don't, or her kids or her family or whatever. No, they don't. They just say, because it's in the fine print, that if you're demonetized before the next pay cycle, they do not owe you that money. They'll keep it there, and if you get remonetized, right, then they'll pay it out to you. But if you don't get remonetized, that money is it'll stay there on your account. It's not going to be lost on your account. Well, she didn't have a channel, so I don't even know what happened. But, yeah.
They completely removed the channel. But,
yeah, so that because it's terminated, I think that's something else entirely. Then they really don't pay it out.
But they were saying on the news tonight that all that goes to her children.
Okay, but maybe the money she earned that's already in the bank would go there. But YouTube is not going to give her the money if they took the channel down. I think maybe the newscasters don't understand it or something, but that's not the way it works. See, you can't. They don't. That's the problem with so many people have with YouTube. The other thing is, as we're talking about
now,
that,
with YouTuber, do they send the money each month, or is it every quarter?
Every month.
Or how is that?
Every month, as long as you make the threshold and above, every month.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's AdSense. Now, see, AdSense, not everybody can get AdSense. Some channels can't qualify for it. They don't want ads on certain kinds of channels. And then if anybody violates terms of service or things like that, they can pull their ads. And if any of that happens, then they won't be paid, even if they already earned the money. So, yeah, I mean, you've got to abide with that. Today, there was another announcement. I don't know if you guys heard this, and I don't know, because I don't create content for kids. But if you guys watch content for kids, you know that last year they stopped comments on content for kids, right? And because they said that they were saying, well, now because of some, I think it's the COPA Act, they said, and this is like, they make it sound like it's a really, I can imagine the people that are creating content for kids, and I don't know exactly what qualifies, like those skits like this lady was doing, is that considered content for kids? You know, all these, what kind of thing, any of the animated stuff, some of the gaming stuff, it's Happy Mail, Janelle, Happy Mail. But what's happening is they said, because of this thing that they're entering into, that anybody that creates content for kids has to either admit, check the box that says their whole channel is about content for kids, or it could go per video. And so if someone has, some type of a channel that maybe only 2 videos a month are for kids, they have to check those. But the ones that have content for kids entirely go, this is what the change is going to mean for you. And they said that you won't get end screens, you won't get comments, you won't get, what was the other thing? You're probably not going to get ads on anything. And something else, I mean, it just made it sound like just gone. So, and I just looked a little bit at the comments to see what some people were saying, if there were any kid channels in there. And they were saying, well, why do you have, YouTube Kids? What's going on? And this is going to be the death of YouTube or whatever. But, so I don't know. Did anyone hear, do you watch kids channels? Like, have you heard those creators going crazy with what they just did? Because basically they said that, they'll even demonetize the channel and everything, or even if they don't demonetize it, it can't have ads on it. So the only thing, did you see how she did read my comment so fast without looking? So I don't know. Did anybody hear that watches kids stuff? And then people were saying, well, what qualifies as kids stuff? Well, anything created for kids 13 and under. And then they were saying, well, what if I have gaming and I'm doing a gaming channel and kids are watching it, 13 and above, but then there are kids, 13 and under watch it. Like, there were so many questions, because YouTube does stuff like this. They just put out this stuff without clarifying things. So I don't know what's going to happen there. I mean, it's just, that was...
but even those gaming channels, the language that's used on some of those.
Oh, yeah, yeah, absolutely.
It's unbelievable, yeah.
Absolutely. And I mean, so I don't know, like, and what about those, like, prank channels or all those doll channels? I think people are going to, I can't believe I haven't heard more people hitting the roof on that, but I really haven't been around looking at, like, any kind of message board or anything from creators. Yeah, Sarah, I don't know. Did he say anything about it? Because they just put the announcement on, I think it was yesterday. And I'm just wondering what. And people are like, they don't know, well, what is it for kids? Because then some people do, like, toy reviews and stuff, but that's not for kids. That's for parents that are buying the toys. So they didn't explain things, and it seems like a lot of people have questions. And what YouTube normally does, like tomorrow you'll see a video where they'll say we're going to clarify stuff.
There's no way they can separate that stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole different audience for, like, a cartoon opposed to, like, what this lady was doing, I saw a picture today where her kids had, like, Nerf guns in their hands,
they do these
or something
skits,
like this. And they said something in an article about them stealing cookies from the cookie jar, as a skit on YouTube, and then there's the gaming thing where the language comes in.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, there's just way too much, you know, there's just too much of a variety there for an age group.
Mm-hmm. And how can you
to
really
be able to
you know?
call, I mean, because like those gaming things, that could be, you know, a 12 or 13-year-old
Sure.
kid watching
Even younger,
that,
yeah.
or a 22-year-old kid watching that, you know.
Right.
I know a lot of people in college, well, I guess the ones that, I was going to say the ones that skip college, but I need to keep my mouth shut, you know, are watching that too, so I don't know. You know, I just don't.
I don't know either. So, I mean, there's going to be either it's going to push people to develop a new platform, or I don't know what. But this act that they have, there was the COPA or something, you know, that's with the FTA. Right? Isn't it? Was it? Yes. And so, what are they going to do? I mean, the FTA.
Yeah.
What am I talking about? FTC, right? Federal Trade Commission, is it? So that would cover, if it's going to do YouTube, it's going to cover any other video platform, wouldn't it? I don't know, you know what I mean? So I don't know what
Yeah.
you know, developing a new platform would do. So you changed the tags in your videos last night to make them easier to find for people, and YouTube demonetized 2 videos that were previously fine. Yet they go through that every so often. I think it's bots that pick it up and then go through, because you can go some older videos and then put them in again, and then they get approved again, and I don't know, and sometimes they don't. Bye. Good night, Donna. Hi, Diana. I saw you come in.
Oh, when I was reading that article, though, when they were talking about, you know, they had YouTube's comment on there and stuff, and you know, they were talking about how they're always concerned about the safety
Of children.
you know. No, of the YouTubers.
Oh, they're
Not
YouTubers.
just and I'm just like,
Yeah, right.
that's funny.
Yeah,
you
right.
know?
Yeah, right.
I guess you're not worried about everybody.
No,
but-
they're not. They could care less. And the thing is, then all these channels were saying, you've taken away our comments. We have no way to communicate with, you know, their community.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's not like, you know, I mean, unless they go on something like Discord, but not everybody knows about that. Not everybody's on that. Not everybody's going to take the time to go to Discord to comment, you know. So, yeah, it's just...
I don't even know what that is.
It's it's some kind of I think it's mostly with gaming, but they have chat rooms or something in there, and you can go and set up a chat room for your channel, I think. Good
But
night,
they
Donna.
have, you know, they were saying on the news tonight that these, you know, the kids are in Arizona foster care now,
Yeah.
and, you know, they probably won't be able to keep them together. And that just got to me, and I'm just like, because there's 7 kids.
Oh, yeah,
you
that's
know,
hard. They've been through so
and I'm
much
just
and
like,
that.
well, I've had 7 and 8 kids in Illinois, you know, and stuff, and I'm just like, okay, call DCFS tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah,
Tell
I
them
mean,
I'll take them. You know, I just
Yeah.
feel so bad. You know, I mean, some of the stuff that was done to these kids was the
yeah.
exact stuff that was done to my son,
oh, yeah.
and went from his biological mother, and I mean, just horrid. And you know, I mean, my heart just goes out to him, and I'm thinking about calling. And okay, you know, I wanted to buy a big house anyway and stuff. like my other one in Illinois. So
Right, right.
just bring them on over. Yeah. Well, that's the reason that I got in. I mean, that's the reason that I bought my last house. It was a 5-bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
And that was so, because there were no places for large sibling groups to
Right.
go. And they always had to split them up in between 2 and 3 different foster homes. Well, if mom or dad never got custody back of these children, well, then they were up for adoption.
Mm-hmm.
And, if they were halfway decent kids, well, then the foster parent would adopt them. They have, the first right. And so the kids would be split up permanently, and that's why I had gotten my other house. But I don't know, I keep on thinking, okay, you're retired now. You did that for 20 years, you're done. I served my time, but then my heart keeps on getting the fever, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see what tomorrow brings.
Yeah, right. That's
But
we'll see what happens.
yeah, I just don't want them split up
Yeah, that's
and everything.
terrible.
I came from a family of 7 kids, and I could not even imagine,
Mm-hmm.
living with my brothers and sisters, and then all of a sudden we're separated.
Yeah.
Because of no fault of our own. That's
it's
not
already
right.
enough
But,
already what they did. Yeah.
okay, well, I'm going to let you go and
All right. Well, it was a
get
good
back
call.
on
Thank
chat.
you for calling in. Yes, nice chat. Thank you.
That's all I had. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Kristen, what did you say about that channel? Did that guy say anything, the Ryan, or is that a girl? Did she say anything about it? Because I would imagine they're just going to say that those reviews are for parents. Do they still have their comment section? Has anybody heard like a hullabaloo about this amongst that genre? No, not yet, but they will, but I'll check into it. Okay. Do they have comments on their videos? Or are they allowed comments on the videos? Because I know a lot of those skit ones with the kids, they've taken the comments off those videos. Now are they going to say that's content for kids? And I think if they do that, some of these channels are huge, like this other lady was, and she wasn't even the biggest. Not as of yet, but lots of channels based on YouTube have covered it. Okay. Thanks, Janelle. So I don't know. I just saw it today. I think the announcement was yesterday, but I was just looking in the comments. And I only looked at a few. There were some people that were enraged and some people that didn't care, and their channels, no comments are now allowed on most of the family ones now. Oh, really? Two-Scooter? Yeah. And what about those family ones? Do they ever go live with an escapade like that? Are they allowed to go live? And if they are they allowed to have a live chat running? I guess it would be really hard to go live with one of those videos because there's so much editing in them, right? Like the ones with the skits, the Nerf guns, and all those special effects. You on which video, Janelle? You could just put a search in the search bar and it should bring up a video. Your son has lost his comments because any channel putting gaming on can't have comments. Oh, really? No comments on the gaming anymore? I thought I saw comments on gaming. Because kids watch the Fortnite stream. Oh, wow. Yeah, it was Astera last year. That's what they said it was due to. Yeah, these different things, Diana. Something's always changing. Good night, Sharon. You have to get up early? Where are you going? Somewhere fun? Autos? Oh, adios. Are you? You were. No, Fantastic Adventures is that lady's channel. You may go another visit to New York. My son wants to go see the Statue of Liberty. Oh, that's what I had to tell my daughter today. She's got to get the Macy's footage, the Macy's windows, the Manhattan, Rockefeller Center, all that stuff. I know some creators have went to Twitch. They got tired. But I think it's like with YouTube, everything, they do not, they're not specific on things, and then they tell people, well, if you ever read YouTube's guidelines about things, like the one today, it said something like, so what exactly is content created for kids? And then the thing next to it said something like, well, we really can't tell you because it's not legal, or I forget what it said, but that's basically what it said. It says something like, we really can't specify because it's not legal. And you're like, what? They can't even specify the things that they supposedly enforce. And they have bots that go on and they flag everything. And they flag the wrong thing. And then if you try to contact them, there's nobody that's there. You get like another bot answering it. I can get the Macy's on Magnificent Mile, but how do you upload a long video? Oh, I mean, if you want, I don't know how you could send me one. You'd have to, if you want to upload it, you just can go to your YouTube. Can you not go because I don't know. I think you have to have a certain, what is the thing that you have to have a certain amount to upload a longer video? Lisa Age. Check my latest video. It's only 4 minutes and you will see how well my, oh, right now? Like your avocado plants? Okay. Do you give me permission to share your video, Diana? There we go. Hold on, I have to go, you know what? Hold on. Yes, okay, so hang on. Channel. Is it the My Plants update or the which one is it? The two, yeah, I guess it's this one, My Plants update? Okay, hang on.
Good morning, Diana here. I'm just going to update you with my plants. I think it's been quite a while since I did a recent and did an update. These are my avocado plants. And this is Jasper having a look. I put this drying rag to stop the dogs. I had the dogs for a sleepover, so I've got this here to stop them going
Very
in
nice.
and nosing
They
at
look
the
great.
plants and breaking them.
They look great.
This one and that one.
Do you eat a lot of
behind
avocados?
this
I would have more if I ate avocados. I don't eat avocados.
Also, avocado. There we go. These are them. These are avocados that came along later. these two with a bit lighter green leaf. So that's just a mark of.
Those look great. And those are the mangoes there, right? Like the
Down
shine.
here are my mangoes.
Mm-hmm.
This is a mango, and this is a mango. So I'm hoping these will survive. That's a radiator.
I don't see any
right
pineapples.
there. So I'm hoping that these will. Here's the other dog. Hello. Hello, Pip Pop and Flip Flop. This is Pringle. Hello, Pringle. And this is Jasper. As I move back to get a picture of them, they follow me.
Yeah.
Stay still. Hey, sit. Good boy. No, stay still. Sit. Sit nice, good boy. Jasper, sit. Sit. Good boy. That's better. Say hello. Hello. Hello, Jasper. All right. Over here, in this corner, I've got some hyacinths. In this little bit bigger pot here, I've got 3 bulbs and 1 in the small pots. Once they start to develop, they start to sprout, I'll put them into a nicer pot and distribute them to my mother, my sister and so forth. This I'm proud of. Look here.
Oh, there's the
This is my
pineapples.
pineapple.
Okay.
Yeah. See all this new stuff here? Right. Here. There.
Yeah.
This is all the new bit of pineapple.
Right.
This is the only pineapple that came on.
Yeah.
The rest it'll get into a nice pot as well. I'll keep it here on top of this table. It gets nice sunshine. That's my little aisle. And, my curtains. So if you're interested. But aren't these
What was in that little
great?
bag,
Here's
Diana?
like a little mini vase.
Clothespins? Oh. Okay. Well, thanks for sharing that. Whew. Thanks. Hi, Mrs. Mick Jagger. How are you? I would love my hometown feeling is a little. Oh, yeah. I've got to take the rovers out. Okay. Yeah, check out Diana's channel. Just click on all you have to do is click on the 3 dots in your chat and it'll say go to channel. You can go to her channel and you can like and subscribe and all that stuff. And that's another new YouTube thing that you can still like a video. When are they doing that? I think sometime in December. You can like videos, but they're not going to show up. You're not going to be able to even have the option to show your liked videos anymore. So some people don't show them because they don't want to show what they're liking for whatever reason. But those that choose to show what they like, you're not going to see it anymore. It's not going to be an option. I don't know why they're doing away with that now. No idea what that one is. But they're not going to show, they'll show the number of likes on a video, but it won't say that these are the videos you like. They won't be public. They'll show it to you in your private part. That didn't sound good. They'll show it to you in a private section. Hi, Auntie Cuckoo. Show it to you in your private. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but see, that's what I mean, Janelle. And the stuff they allow on YouTube is just ridiculous. And this is the stuff that they're freaking about. That's interesting. Maybe that, I don't know. I mean, it's just that sometimes, yeah, I have no idea what, I didn't spell that right. That's okay. Yeah. They're making like a lot of changes in things that aren't broken, but things that are broken, they're not changing. And then it's like, oh, just contact us. But everything says like, well, what is this contact? Well, we can't tell you that legally, what that really is. It's very hard to specify. They don't even know what they're specifying. Yes, I just heard about that, Deborah. I thought they were going to do that on a, it's not across the board yet, that they were trying that on some posts because they wanted to end the competition that people have on Instagram to get the most likes and this and that. But that's also going to be a problem because when you work with PR agencies and brands, They want to know, they want to see how your engagement. And if they're taking all of that away now, that's going to affect that. So I don't know. Very, very weird. Welcome back, Lee Jane. Hi, Carol Plant. Hi, Kindness Cake. You guys, a lot of you guys came in. But, yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, you know what? I think the puppy likes that shirt. It's kind of like a thunder shirt. Maybe it's like a weighted blanket. He liked it. Jimmy's like, to leave it on. Like, yeah, I think he likes it. Hey, Mikey, he likes it. It's his thunder pineapple shirt. It's like a tropical hug. So, yes, I'm glad I made it home too, do right. Once we hit Binghamton, it was a different world. Everything was gone. And then it started to, it started to snow a teeny tad when we were getting close to home, and then it stopped. Hi all is because Instagram is experiment with not showing likes because it worried about people's mental health, people feeling it. Oh yeah. I need a tropical hug. He might eat it. Puppy peed on Jimmy. The puppy peed on Jimmy. Did Jimmy say that, Janelle? The puppy peed on Jimmy? I didn't hear that, really? Okay. You sure he wasn't goofing around with you? If you're curious, you can check out mine, but it's very different content. It has music. Oh, okay. Yeah, anytime, I'm not good with sharing music, because anytime I do, yeah, that's why I always ask, is there music in this? No, good. I wanted to do a live video from Walmart last night, because we had the puppy in Walmart, and Walmart plays the freaking music so loud, and I'm like, no, this is ridiculous. Then if I'm live, I'm not going to take a chance that, like, they say I can't go live because I am, like, not happening. I'm not going to take that chance. So that's why we had to do it from the car. It's a stupid YouTube. We just adopted, and he's finally feeling at home. Took me a while to get over the loss of our last pup. Oh, I'm glad he's feeling at home now. You want a pup instead of another baby. I'm finished now. Boys are a lot of work, so typical. We'll have another boy, not another girl. Oh, no. You have to, you shouldn't have to share a disclaimer unless you used music did you use music that said you had to have the disclaimer? Because the music I use from YouTube, you don't have to put a disclaimer. Yeah, store music, right? Auntie Cuckoo ruins everything. Oh, Walmart, yes, they let Sassy, yeah. You bring a dog anywhere now. I've seen them bringing them into dogs go everywhere now. TJ Maxx, Home Goods, everywhere. Because then you got to go home and do the freaking voiceover instead of, yeah. Oh, because I wouldn't, I just wouldn't want a chance at a steer during a live because some stuff has happened to people and they can't go live for 90 days then. Yeah, I'm not taking that chance because I'd be lucky enough that that'd be me. That's why I was scared last night in Walmart. Well, I can't go. Yeah, I've heard that subliminal messaging in the store music. But yeah, check out Astera's channel. Just click on the 3 dots and go to it. No. At first, the vet thought he had psychotic seizures. Really? I'm like, answer the phone. Oh, I think he's teasing you, though. I think he's teasing you. Because he had just come in with the dog. I think he's teasing. Good night, Gigi. So, what does everybody think about Frazee? Are you feeling, okay, type of 1, now wait till you hear what I'm going to say. Think about what you thought in the beginning. Type of 1, if you feel more confident that he might be convicted of murder. Type of 1, if you feel more confident than you did in the beginning. Type of 2, if you feel the same. And type of 3, if you feel less confident that he's going to be convicted of murder. So 1, if you feel more than when we started the case. 2, if you feel exactly the same. And 3, if you feel less. Wow, okay, so a lot of you feel more. Okay, I feel more. I'd be a 1 too. I think they proved his credibility is crap. They proved that he wanted her gone. Those weren't jokes that he said, you know, no body, no crime, no body, no crime. But, like, who said that? Deb. Did Deb just say that? With the jury's instructions, sometimes those instructions are crazy, and it's like, well, even if you feel this, no, that would be a not guilty. And if you feel that they're not guilty, so I don't know. It's all gonna, I think, come down to the jury instructions. He lies and uses projection and innuendos. Yeah. But the majority of you feel more confident. We'll see. You say he's getting off, Alyssa, huh? Oh, no way he's getting off. No way. Okay. I'm the only one with 3. You said I was lost earlier. Oh, okay. Do you remember how you felt in the beginning, Kindness Cake? Sky, it's Desi for the DE is for Delilah and the ZY is for Zoe to honor both of them. You said conviction since you joined here, Rosa? Wow, okay. Deb said the jury was giving PF dirty looks yesterday. They might even start closing. It depends on how soon the how quick the prosecution's witnesses take tomorrow. The defense could get theirs in, and they could start closing statements tomorrow. Sam, what are those? Octopus? Or jellyfish? Spiders? You called it all along. I hope you're right. I agree with you. Yes, guilty would be found so too, but now there are so many weird stories. I think the end could be weird and unjust too. In the beginning, I was concerned that he would not get a conviction, but after the testimonies, it appears more promising. Yes, Estira, I agree. I think I'm much more confident now than in the beginning that he can get a conviction. Until I hear the jury instructions, once I hear the jury instructions, then I'll be able to tell you what I think. Totally. Oh, we use them as jellies? Okay, Sam. I loved your I was watching before I came. Oh, okay. Do you think Patrick is going to drop a bombshell and take everyone down with him? I don't know. Why didn't, like the things you said, like if they didn't rip into, Crystal and others, I don't know. Closest things to a jelly is the octopus. Why is my, I think I know why my thing is running so slowly. Hang on. There we go. And what else was in the news? Oh, Jimmy said something. Oh, no, that was something about, oh, and what about this Chris Watts, the book, the statement by the Rusaks? And some people are saying that that means that they're defending Chris or supporting Chris, or what'd you think about that? That they thought the book was going to be a book about his testimony to Jesus Christ, right? What'd you think about that? And that he had been, essentially duped by Cadel. PF is definitely a psychopath. I couldn't believe what his previous girlfriend said about... Oh, you know what I wanted to say, too, about how he treated her? Right. That, and what about... I can't wait to see not the witness. The Weld County jail, not the Weld County. Oh my gosh. No. Teller County. The jail log for him. I wonder what kind of behaved prisoner he's been. Is he a model prisoner? We didn't see the thing. You remember with Tim Jones? They brought in the prison guards and stuff to say what a model prisoner he was and how wonderful he is when it came to... But I want to see the logs of, like how Chris, remember, was asking for a little toilet paper. He was asking for this. He was asking for a book. I'd like to see what's going on with him. Yeah, kindness kick. I agree, but I wonder... they think he was duped, right? So then... Do you think Chris was duped? I mean... She got everything out of the discovery and he gave her a letter, but... then he really... he really thought she wanted to write the entire book on that? But then just told her the other stuff anyway, or he didn't? About really thinking that Cadel's book was going to be about his testimony, as a Christian. I don't know. Right, yeah, I want to buy that too, you're right, Hi, everyone. A Hallmark movie, Caroline? Are they Hallmark Christmas movies on? Right, Alyssa, yeah. They both had separate personal motivations for why they did the book. See, but I think Chris really wanted to say the things he did, because he said, because, now they can't put me in, general population because it's too dangerous if this would ever come out into the book. So I think he used it for that. Just acknowledging the circus, he sees everything. Yes, you're right, kindness cake, you were right. He does. He doesn't, yeah, right, he's not, he's very level-headed about the thing, everything, throughout the whole case. weren't even given an advance copy because they declined to add to it. I think the same. Yep, that's what I mean. The author did it for herself. I see. He was saying horrible stuff to the investigators when they went to see him. I think he was bragging and wanted stuff in the book. Yeah, but I think too, he thought if the more horrendous stuff I tell them, they're going to say, well, we can't put this guy in general population and we'll keep him in his own cell and, you know, safe is what he thinks. I understand loving your children no matter what, but can you tell Cindy is a bitter lady? So now was a witch, Jim, they were having Chris drink something every night. And supposedly he said that, Alyssa? That Chris said that? Does she have a letter of Chris saying this? You know, hearsay is great. She could, what if she really wanted, okay, here's, okay. See, when I hear stuff like that, I'm very from Missouri, even though I've never stepped foot in Missouri, the show me state. You have to show me. Okay, if someone comes to me and says, so-and-so said this, so-and-so said this, well, where is it? I want to see it. I want to see everything, and I just don't want to. So now my mind goes exactly to the opposite. She's disgruntled. Chris is mad at her. The Watts family is mad at her, right? How could she get them back? Well, what if she made up all this crap for this last chapter? What if she just made up all this crap? Because she didn't put the letters in the book before. She could say, oh, I burned them. I got so mad I burned them. And then she made up all of this crap. Right? And I'll show them. I'll just make it up. So I don't trust her. I don't trust any, like, I mean, that just, I don't trust any of it. I think she, you know, if he said they did dark things there, that she just took it and just wrote it like a story to really all stick it to them. I think she did it to stick it to them. To stick it to them? And how did she get this chapter out? Wait, did she sell more books for this chapter? What was going on with this chapter? Or she just did it if she didn't, then she totally did it to stick it to them. I didn't see the Dr. Oz show, Mrs. McJagger. I'm going to watch it, but I doubt it. None of his interviews are really good. Even when he had John Douglas on, they're so superficial and they're so short. And it's, I don't know. Exactly. CW doesn't want general population. Other prisons don't take kindly to men killing babies and children. Right. And then I heard that Jake Patterson, he was moved to New Mexico for his own protection, I believe. So he's not even there with Chris anymore. I thought I heard that somewhere through the grapevine. Anybody else hear that? The one that Chris was going to counsel? Twitter censors us, unfollows our followers. Look, you know, Twitter is another one that has some of the most disgusting content on it. I mean, pornographic in every sense of the word. And I'm talking horrendous. And they have it on Twitter. It's crazy. The new chapter, the information was not even alluded to throughout the book for such a significant chapter, such crap. Yeah, I think she just stuck it to them. I think she just played, you know, played games with them. Just stuck it to them. I mean, what's Chris going to do? Sue her? Right. Yeah. And she's just going to say, no, he sent me the letter. He sent me the letter. Well, where was the letter? Oh, I burned it in the fireplace when I got mad at him. You know, I threw everything away. They do it. It's disgusting. Same on D Live. Really? Is D Live like that? Wow. for that reason it's gross. You know when I found out about that, Caroline? I have been a consultant to check stuff on social media, right? And they were really hounding me to take this Twitter position, you know, and it was just a few hours, right? So I said, okay. And what it was you had to go into like a series of Twitter posts, and then by the tags on it, you had to click if it was appropriate or if it was adult content. And in the beginning they said, and I had never even seen that stuff in Twitter because I don't spend a lot of time on Twitter except on my blog when I have assignments to, you know, they go with the blog posts, I just do them. So this was like 2017. And my girlfriend, you know, Heather, right, I told you, she said, what's going on? I said, I don't know. I said, I must be, I don't know, under a rock or something, but I'm supposed to be checking these Twitter posts. And they said something in the beginning like, if you're no, they didn't even say easily offended. They said some of these posts might be highly offensive to people. So think of that when you're doing this. Right now, at that point, I'm thinking, what was going to be highly offensive? I didn't understand. When I got in there and I saw some of this stuff, and my friend Heather, she goes to me, Carolyn, I'll do it. She goes to me, I'll do it. I wish you could. I stopped it. I mean, it was disgusting. I said, how is this stuff on Twitter? That's what I don't understand. It was literally, I don't even want to say the words. Let's just say it was horrendous. And I said, no, I'm not doing this. And this is disgusting. The stuff that was on there. And then, first you had like the porn stuff. Then you had like the extremely racist stuff. Like, I mean, I'm just like, no thanks. Let someone else do this. Like after 2 weeks, I think I was just like, that's it. You find someone else. And my friend Heather's like, please don't in my way. They took. No, I don't know about that, Rosa. I'm just talking about the content. I don't know why did they take 1,000 subs? I don't understand. Absolutely, Caroline. It was, but it just had me thinking like, what is going on? Because do you remember like I'm trying to think like they'll demonetize a title. Like if you put, did so-and-so kill their wife, kill, or I forget which word it is, but like they'll be like, oh, that's a bad word, that's very, controversial, and we can't monetize a video that has that. But meanwhile, they'll monetize a video that calls someone a biatch, but the real word, or all this stuff, and that'll be okay, and that'll be good. Or somebody sexually assaults, but with the R, someone, and then YouTube says, yeah, put that title on. Yeah, it's good. That's right. There's no rhyme or reason for their guidelines. No rhyme or reason. I thought I saw someone say something. Oh, that's gross. We have a huge. Oh, I don't know why they would be coming after your pain. I don't get it. Maybe I'm missing something, Rosa. I don't know where in Chicago she is from, Mrs. McJagger. I've seen some women behave raging foul on YouTube. I don't get it. Yeah. Twitter and Facebook have agendas that are extremely obvious. I think they make more money now than when I made my movies. Who's that? What movies? Because I'm vocal and I tag all the people. Oh, I don't know, Rosa. I hardly ever, like I said, Twitter for me is usually just something I do when I have to promote a blog post when I'm working with a sponsor and they want it posted on Twitter, or they want me to promote things on Twitter. I really don't, because I don't even understand. I've never understood using it really as a place to connect with people, but I know people do. I know Mama Ames has met some really good people on Twitter, but I just don't get it. Nobody wants to believe there's a pain patient genocide going on. Are you talking about because it's harder for them to get the medications because of the drug crisis? Have any of you watched Exhibit 1 on Netflix? It's really good. It's about forensic evidence. Exhibit 1. I don't think I have. I heard about a bunch of... How do I like Instagram? I like Instagram because, and I don't even use it as much, but just because it's pictures, and if there's people that I can, that I'm connected to, yeah, I like to see their pictures, and I like to post pictures. But Twitter, I don't ever go, oh, I'm going to go look at my Twitter feed. I can't wait. I don't even look at I will post what I need to post, grab the URL, and send it into the company that wants the URL from what I posted. I don't ever say, well, let me scroll down and see what's going on. I just don't. You've never used or been on Twitter, only came on YouTube this year. Have no idea about channels and lives till you, Carolyn. Yeah, I didn't know about lives really at all until about a year ago. Not even, like 9 months ago. Uh-oh, hold on a minute. What happened? Oh, hold on, don't worry. It says I didn't like that. It didn't think I was paying attention to Zoom. Hang on. I'll put that back on. Relax. It's okay. We're good. We're all good. Oh. He's like, no, it didn't. It was just my Zoom. You only engage in pain and music, no drama. I don't know. I wish I could help you more on Twitter. I don't know. I don't keep up with their guideline. I don't, just not there. Pinterest has a lot of really questionable things on it too. Even Etsy. I mean, Etsy, you'd think, oh, it's just crafters items, right? Just some crafting items. I don't know. It's like this craziness. But I don't know how YouTube shows some of the stuff they do, and they don't. Yeah, Janelle. I mean, just really. Yeah, like totally naked stuff. Totally. No, I mean, nothing is. You can still find my movies. What is it? You have movies? Send me a link to Scooter and I'll take a look at them. Janelle, just all over, just in boards. It's crazy. I don't know how they're getting away with this stuff, but it's horrible. Well, I never knew about Twitter, Janelle, until I had that assignment. And then the post there, I'm like, are you kidding me? Top shelf filth. Top shelf filth must be like, oh, you don't know about that? No. But it's bad. Because if you put like the wrong thing into the search bar, So really, Janelle, you don't even have to go there. You could put some highly innocent things in the search bar and some crap comes up. Yeah, Alyssa, I'm serious. There are private companies who make their own rules, same as YouTube. But see, what I think is, just like blogs, okay, we can have our own server, we can have our own website, but we still have to follow the rules of the FTC. This Coupa, whatever the heck it is, it's from the FTC. So you just can't have a private channel and just say, oh no, we don't have to abide by that. It's not true. If the FTC is going to be governing it, it's going to be all over. I can't say, hey, this is my blog, it's my channel, it's my server, I don't have to listen to you, FTC. It doesn't work that way. You have to have your certain disclosures, you have to have all kinds of things in place. You were standing, I know, yeah, I was Gigi, right? I was about a young boy who was killed. It was about a young boy who was killed in France years ago. What is that, Lonnie? On Netflix, there is a documentary which will come out soon called Who Killed Gregory? It's about a young boy who was killed in France years ago. Oh, okay, I'll look for that. There's a movie coming out, that Hitchcock one with Hitchcock-like, with Helen Mirren. Something Lies. You're good liar. Is it Good Liar? That's coming out on Friday. I don't watch movies, but I just think it looks good. Periscope, I've never been on Periscope. I've never been, I don't go on DLive either. I can't, I don't know. Bye, Diana. Most of it is okay, Janelle, but it, you know, you think of it as a really friendly craft site, but there is some wacky stuff on there. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what, I guarantee you in 2 days, you're going to have another video from YouTube clearing up the confusion of this thing, and then it's not going to clear up anything. It's still going to be just as vague as everything else YouTube puts out. They have the most vague regulations. And forget trying to reach someone. It's just a joke. And if people ever say, could you specifically tell me? No, we can't. No. We'll leave that up to you. I avoid using what I have. I wouldn't cope with any more platforms, social media. Yeah. And Carolyn missed it completely. Send me some of your movies to Scooter. What? What? Is she's joking? She didn't have movies? She's joking? Is she joking? I do know about Red Raven Spirit. I do. I do know about Red. She couldn't come on that night, and there's a reason she has to wait, but she is in contact with me, and she is going to come on and talk about it. But she has to wait right now for a very valid reason. I just go on YouTube and on Facebook. Oh, not the ones. Okay, Two Scooter, don't send me those, please. I don't want to be scarred. Oh, she was? Oh my goodness. It was very different. But what happened to it, Astera? Did that go belly up, or is it still thriving? What's going on? I thought you made like kids videos and you said they're just in the adult section in order to hide them. I don't know. Oh my goodness, Caroline, look at you start. The bush are fires are I'm just laughing because I read your thing wrong. Are terrible here in Australia at the moment. Maybe that's why she couldn't come on. No, she emailed me today. It's not that. It's just a situation. But everything is good. She's going to come on. It's just something that she wants to just iron something out. I only engage in happy, kind, loving sites. Yes, Rosa, who wants the nonsense? It's still going, just the people I follow jump around, but have the most trouble on YouTube. But why? Is it like, what? If that platform is so good, why do they do both? Or like, can you, I don't know. Like, I just think like I just have to one and stick with it. I don't know. Yes. Yes, Janelle. Oh my goodness. Yeah, she's fine. She just actually emailed me like a couple of hours ago. Oh my goodness. Anyway, wow, it's almost 5, so yeah, I'm gonna go to, you're doing a comeback tour. Really? Okay. Oh boy. Want to be on YouTube, but their followers are hesitant. Yeah, it's hard, right? Because like nobody likes change and stuff. But if YouTube really changes things, but the thing I'm saying is, if this is something this is not a YouTube thing. If this is a federal thing, all the platforms are going to have to follow it. So it's not really going to, it's not like you're going to say, oh no, you're not going to follow it on that platform. But yeah, getting silly. But good night, Rosa. But anyway, I'm going to head on out of here and go to bed. And then, and I just want to make an announcement, okay? Because you're all going to be very, very mad at me. I did not mail any of the prizes yet. I'm going to do that tomorrow because I had, all that stuff happen, and then it just kept, oh yeah, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, and then something was always happening tomorrow. So I'm doing it tomorrow. So don't worry, don't think like, oh my gosh, I didn't get my prize. She lied. No, I have everything here ready to mail. I've got to do the addresses and stuff and get it on. But they are going out. Okay, just want you to know that. Astera, if you want to join Slack, we have a craft community, a sewing, quilting community on there, and Legal Eagles community. And if you want to join one of those with the other Ramblers, just send me an email. Did you send me an email? Did you want to? I thought I did. Didn't you get an invite? I thought I sent you one. You didn't get an invite? All right, if you want to, go and just send it. You did. Okay. All right, so just email me any questions. I don't know. We need some help. All right, email me, wake up, and I'll help you. You didn't receive an invite? You checked your spam and everything? All right, I'll check on it. If you have Slack questions, just email me. Email me if you need help. Wake up. All right. Is Slack an app? It's an app, yeah, or you can do it on your computer. Like I do it on my computer. I don't have it on my phone just because I have too much crap on my phone and my phone is always like filled up and it's like, oh, there's no more storage space or whatever. So I only use it on my computer. But you can use, yeah, it's an app. All right? Just email me your questions and Astira, I will check. I know that I put an invitation in for you. All right. Anyway, thank you to our moderators. Thank you guys. Everybody have a good night. Stay safe. Be well. Talk to you tomorrow.